Here is a Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord tournament tip. If you ever find yourself in a free-for-all like this, where there's multiple teams and multiple people per team, like 4 teams of 2 like we have here, the idea of this tip is to aim for the strongest first and leave the weakest for last. What happens here, the reason for that is whoever's the last standing or closest to last standing will move on. So in this round, only 4 people out of the 8 will get to move on. So by that sound, it sounds like the last 2 teams standing out of 4 teams will move on. So if I target the strongest first, or the strongest teams first, and knock them out early, they will not move on. So, as for example with this, you have the Dark End and Horse Archer, Mercenary Guard, Kuze Archer, Vendalia is with me, so I'm not targeting her. But the whole idea, what I'm going to do is target the blue team first, and then work my way the red team to the yellow team. Hopefully leave them for last if possible. And from what I understand correctly, if I leave the yellow team for last, the tribal warrior and hunter will move on with me to this free-for-all in the second round. We'll make that easier, and then whoever I do the same tactics here, the last person will move on with me to this team base round, and then to the final round. So let's see how it goes. Blue team. Blue team. Get this guy out first. Another horse archer. Let's knock this team out once for all. And the blue team's gone, so it's the red team now. Got one more person. Now it's the yellow team. Now, from what I said, if it turns out to be true, the yellow team, the 2 people on the yellow team, will go with us to the second round.
Victory!
And am I correct? Tribal warrior and hunter moved on to the second round, so yes, it does work. So you target the first people first. If I knocked out the Dark End and Horse Archer first, then I worked on the red team second, and then I waited to finish off the yellow team third, which in this case, the third team that I finished out, the yellow team, got to move on along with my team who won. The first 2 teams, the red and blue teams, were knocked out first and second, therefore they were disqualified from reaching the second round. So, same concept, I will work on the tribal warrior, then hunter, then Vendalia. And then, if I leave her for last, she'll go on with me. Yep. I'm gonna go for this guy. There we go. Third round we go. And it looks like the yellow guy, which is a Crusade Hunter, will move on with me. That's correct. Third round. Now this is a team versus team. The whole idea here is to survive and beat the other team. Should be pretty easy. There we go. 4th round we go, and I'm going against this guy, Tuesday Marshall. I didn't get to pick this guy because he was autoed in the rounds he was in. But as you can see, it worked out for the first 2 rounds, targeting the heaviest first, or trying to, and then, you know, working progressively from the strongest to the weakest. And now for the final round. Got a good hit, about half his health. They should finish it. The finishing blow. Or if I get a good strike, I can do that. There you go. And that's over. Now to recap what the tip is, work from the strongest to the weakest when you're doing tournaments in the free-for-all rounds. First round, as I said, go for the pacts. It could be any faction. Just pick out who's the strongest, the weakest, and just aim for the strongest first. If they're teams, just work on their team first and then move on. As in this case, the Dark and the Horse Archer on a team, I target the Dark in first, made sure he got out first, and worked on his teammates. So by eliminating them two first, they get disqualified from the second round. Then I worked on to the second strongest group, the Mercenary Guard and Crusade Archer. I knocked them out. And then I worked my way to the third team. Just avoided them whenever possible. And look, they moved on with me and made my round relatively easy. And then, same concept, worked for the strongest to the weakest, and then moved on to the third one. That's how you do it. Thanks for watching.